Hi, I'm Sarah Whelden. I'm a Local 600 Director of Photography, and I am here at Sundance premiering Sweet Talking Guy. So this is my second time here at Sundance. Last year, after many, many years of wanting to come here with a film, I decided last year I would just come and enjoy the festival, enjoy the people, enjoy the films, and I guess I manifested myself coming back with a film this year. I think a lot of indie films are understaffed, under-resourced, and my biggest concern when it comes to that is always safety. And having IATSE folks on the job is just sort of that reassurance to me that there is a team of people besides myself that will be looking out for that and keeping track of it, because I think that is something that there can be oversights on in indie film, and I find when I surround myself with professionals and union members, it tends to help mitigate that issue. The ICG members are everywhere. There's like so many amazing camera meetups, from like what American cinematographers doing down at the Cannon House to I did a brunch with Ari yesterday. Fujifilm has a dinner, and it's like so many amazing 600 DPs and assistants, operators here in town, celebrating film, celebrating their successes, celebrating each other's successes, and just building community. Indie film festivals are a huge part of my career. It's really important to me to stay really involved with the films I work on and create, and see them through to sort of the finish line, so to speak, and celebrate the successes, because I think indie film especially is such a grind and such a challenge, and it's a lot of fun, but I think it's like so important when we have these opportunities at Sundance, or other big festivals, or even some of the smaller local festivals that are just about building community around what we love, which is cinema. I think, for me, it's so important to put myself in these spaces, meet new people, make new connections. I've met tons of collaborators at festivals over the years, and it's not always so cut and dry. Sometimes you meet somebody that introduces you to someone else that tells somebody else about you, and suddenly you're getting hired on something. So I think it's just so important for us to come out to these festivals, support each other, and continue to keep indie cinema and all cinema just alive and well. Gear for me on an indie project is the same as it is on any other project. It's like what fits the creative and matches the resources at hand. So obviously with indie film, there tends to be typically a little less money to kind of invest, but I always find there's so many amazing camera houses and vendors and lighting companies and manufacturers that are out here to support us as filmmakers and support me as a DP, and really want to see me succeed. And I find they ask for very little in return, because they know that that support I'm going to give back naturally, and I'm going to speak highly of them for all that they do, and just be open, because sometimes the best projects just come out of what you have on hand. My film that I have here at Sundance, we talked about a lot of different combinations, and in the end, my director happened to own an Alexa 35 and a set of amazing Canon FD lenses, and it was absolutely the perfect choice for the film. So I think staying open-minded and just working with what you have, you'll find what you need. I think more than anything for me, being a part of 600 is being a part of an amazing community of camera professionals who have become close collaborators, colleagues, and really close friends over the years. To me, that is the most valuable thing in the world in this industry. They say it's about who you know, it's also about who knows you. And I think like the union is, among many other things, this place of people who all feel the same about what we do and have, share the same passions and want to see each other succeed, and just see film, have its next renaissance. It's hard not to say my premiere on Saturday night at the Egyptian. That's a pretty magical experience to have, as somebody who's been following this festival for as long as I've known about it, many, many, many years at this point. It's hard not to say that, but special shout out to being hosted by Canon on a panel about lenses, moderated by Jay Whelden, who I respect and admire so much, and just getting to sort of chat with him and, another filmmaker just about lenses and cinema and, our love for this art. But honestly, there's countless other moments of just meeting people that I respect and admire that, goes beyond cinema, that, just makes me so happy to be here and excited to come back next year. As an LA resident myself, I'm so blessed and fortunate to have, not been affected by the fires as much as, friends of mine who've lost homes and been displaced. But, I think seeing the community show up for each other in the way they have is exactly the energy I think we need as a world, as a country, and as filmmakers right now with all the challenges we're facing. And I think leaning into that is so important. Also, just sort of remembering that no action is too small. And, I know guilt can eat us up when we're not doing enough, but sometimes it's the little things that make a difference, and they do add up. One drop in the bucket, but if you have enough drops, the bucket's full. So I think everybody just showing up however they're able to, whatever they have capacity for, there's no judgment. It's just like, let's all support each other and try to rebuild our city and rebuild the amazing film community we have and bring film back to LA. We're all here, we're all excited to bring it back, and in a way that's stronger than ever, because it will be built on community that goes from the highest grossing actors and directors down to the PAs who are the lifeblood of all of our productions. And I think that's what I'm seeing. That's the energy I'm seeing right now in the wake of the fires. And I that's where I want to focus my energy.